Hey beloved, so it's just me today and I'm gonna get raw and real. This is not a how-to video. I've been doing a lot of how-to videos over the last couple of years, and I'll continue to do that work with helping single spiritual women call in their twin flames, up level in their lives, and just really manifest with the law of attraction and the law of orgasmic attraction. But today what I wanted to do, since it's been a really long time, I don't actually even know if I've ever really done kind of a more vlog style video. But I've been following a couple of vloggers, and I didn't realize how I was kind of holding myself back and thinking that, oh, if I share a lot about my personal life, just me, you know, it's gonna be boring, it's gonna not, it's gonna be like a narcissistic kind of selfish thing. And so my selfish desire for today is just to like share what has been going on. A lot of people have been asking me and Jack, you know, how has it been being married? What's married life like now that you're into the marriage for a couple of months? We got married on 3/3. The wedding had some things that just were like, okay, I wouldn't do the traditional American or, you know, traditional wedding again. The siren's like, do not do the traditional thing. It is not good for you. But since getting married, I wanted to share my process, because I think a lot of people either they are afraid of getting married, they're afraid of the standard traditional energy, and I just want to speak out about how marriage can actually be really beautiful. What married life has been for the last couple of months has been actually really good, like really grounding, and I was kind of scared. I thought that, you know, honestly, I thought that Jack and I were gonna like start to like get into fights, or like something heavy would happen. And I remember going to a group counseling session in college, because I was always about personal development. And what the therapist said is work on your stuff before getting married, because when you get married, anything gets like a lot worse. And usually, you know, whatever you weren't willing to work on is just gonna show up in your face. And so we took her wisdom and we got counseling. I remembered her wisdom, and also shit came up last year. Some of you know we did do a few Twin Flames raw and real videos that were a little embarrassing. We might have even, I don't think we deleted any of them, but we're kind of like, don't look at those. Those are a little interesting. A lot of intense family patterns came up. Jack was the first person where I could really be myself and feel safe around. And so I started just really speak my truth and say things I would never say to anybody else, and vice versa. He did the same to me, and before we knew it, we were in argument city. And it was not pretty. It was really intense. If you come from a family that has some history with abuse or verbal abuse, or even just like arguments, parents arguing, you know, your older siblings pushing you around or whatever, just want you to know you are not alone. And these things really can get stirred up as adults, because that was in our foundation. I work with my clients and I let them know, like, you know, age 0 to 7, like, it's not done yet. We are working on the kinks, and I really believe that it's a lifelong process, and it's such an opportunity. But funnily enough, doing the work, getting counseling, and learning some really important tools, some of the tools we've shared, including dialoguing, David Data's strategy to sit down with your partner, or sit down with a friend or someone you're in conflict with, and use nonviolent communication. Some really, really powerful yet simple exercises saved not only us getting engaged and getting back in the engagement, actually, because we were not engaged. We took the ring off, but I still have it. It's kind of crooked, but beautiful pink sapphire. But yeah, we had a lot of struggles. We had a lot of pain. And since getting married, it's been like spookily calm, you know, not spookily, but just like surprisingly calm. Like, we were both like, you know, is anything gonna change? And we've just been so grateful for the groundedness that marriage has brought us. And I think, looking back, my best guess at why getting married made things easier, not harder, is when we did the work before marriage. I think we would be in a shitstorm, and we'd probably be like totally fighting if we hadn't done that. Two, a lot of our drama actually purged out as we were announcing to our family and friends that we were getting married. And so we actually like cleared it out in a really short period of time, and even kind of closed down our business for a while. We were like, let's not do another day of relationship coaching to help other people until we take care of ourselves. So we really, you know, buttoned things up in our own relationship and spent some time really soul searching and really doing the deep healing work. And it has made it so much more embodied, you know, when you're talking from your head about what your client should do versus you're like, I've done it and I've been there and we get it. It's just really priceless. And I feel like one of the biggest gifts that this type of initiation has brought us, which now that we're married, is I think at the beginning, especially, you know, with fairy tales and being a girl, you're like, I'm engaged, oh my God, you know, you still have that a little bit, still fun. Like, I love romance. There's nothing wrong with marriage. There's nothing wrong with living the fairy tale. Honestly, I think everybody deserves to have what they want. And I love having my fairy tale. I love being married. And I also love just creating every day from the miracle of life, of what we want. Let's see, what was I gonna say? So I had a little ego. We had a little ego thing. Like, I'm married, look at me. I have a husband, he's gorgeous. I have a wife. You know, like this whole inner child being like, I don't feel seen. I don't feel heard. And all of a sudden our families are like, oh, you know, our babies of the family, both Jack and I are babies, you're getting married. And so marriage does actually bring out this like initiation opportunity for us, this level. And I know some of you have been married, maybe even multiple times. Maybe it's worked out, maybe it hasn't. And so by no means is marriage a means to an end. And there's something about being witnessed with your entire tribe there, both in person and those who couldn't make it, seeing the pictures. And, you know, we've been a little bit shy sharing some of the photos, but we'll be sharing some of them. They're really beautiful. We would love to share them. It's just kind of like, how do you really want to see them? So post in the comments below if you want to see some more snapshots from our wedding. I think I'm coming out of like, you know, being a little bit too showy, like look at me, look what I have, and having it get ripped out underneath my feet, and going through those months where it was like, I don't know if he's staying, you know, I might be a twin flame matchmaker who's single again, and that was really hard, being single when I first launched this line of work. And I feel like I've had like lifetimes as a single matchmaker, and I was just like, I don't want to go back there. I don't want to be that stuck single person that has to do the karmic like deed for everyone else for a million lifetimes. So anyways, let's see, I want to say one more thing. So Jack and I did our first video this week, and by the way, I do look at notes and I'm going to start using them, my Yoni sticker. But I wanted to share why I'm using notes really quickly, and it is a little bit of a pause, so I don't want to take too much attention away from the thing I want to say next. But the reason I use notes is because both Jack and I actually have like matching and also conflicting learning bliss abilities, learning challenges that we were diagnosed with in high school, both of us, and we have very similar stories. When I met him, I was like, whoa, when I heard about it. And so I've been trying to pretend that I don't have it, and I'll do videos without this or without a teleprompter. And to be honest, it's really hard for me. Like, I need people asking me questions in the room. I need to have like some context or container or notes. Otherwise, I literally can go into a channeled state out of my body, and it's such a beautiful gift to get channeled wisdom, but then I'll be like, what was I saying? So I wanted to share that as well, because it ties into being raw and having more of a couple of videos. You know, maybe every week I'll be doing a video with a more raw and real, a vlog, just sharing what's up. I'm a little nervous to share. I'm like, is anybody gonna watch this? But really, it's so healing for me. And if you are interested in having social media platform, or if you are an influencer, or if you have a YouTube channel, you probably experience that YouTube sharing your views with the world is so healing, not only for the people who are watching, but for yourself. So this is really incredibly healing for me. I do ultimately want to support single, spiritually aligned women with finding their soulmate, their ultimate divine partner. And Jack and I really want to rise a tribe of happy couples who are raising their children in community, and we want to raise our children in community. We don't know when or how that's going to happen, so thank you, universe, for making it happen. It's so beautiful outside. I don't know if you can see the sky. It's just like so insane. Jack just hacked that bush off, which is really fun. But yeah, it is just full of possibilities right now. So my commitment is to being more raw and real, and just trusting that the right people will be there. And I have been operating from where I grew up, was being a bit of a rescuer. But my parents, they were rescuing mentally ill clients, and they were rescuing, my dad worked with foster children and did amazing work as social workers. And it's funny how a lot of that epigenetics or whatever it is, just I was really trying to save everyone and give everybody guidance, like here's how I met my twin flame. But really, I want to come from that cup fulleth, if that's a saying. And I would like to, instead of saving everybody, because you don't need to be saved, you have all the answers already. It's all waiting inside of you. Maybe you've already manifested everything. You just want to come hang out and like catch up. And I feel like when we inspire each other based on just like, hey, this is this nugget of wisdom, and I'm going to post it through the law of synchronicity and the law of attraction, our soul family gets to hear it. So I don't care if, you know, nobody comes and it heals me, or if 2 people come and there's an impact. That's the place I want to come from. And I am totally happy and willing to be an unpopular YouTuber if that happens. And it's a little scary. Like I just saw one of the women that I've been following. She just shared, she's like, you know, she's hit like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. She's got huge following, and she was like, I was going crazy, like checking the numbers, and I was like, you know what, truth be told, I think all of us, we can get really numbers hungry. There's like an obsessive part of us that wants to be loved and to just like make sure that we're giving back and people are receiving it. And what I'm feeling now is just quantity is not ever going to win over quality. So I would much rather come from a place of quality, come from my pussy power. And you know, I have these many different sides, and I have the wild woman that loves to wear the hair and the makeup, and I took my heels off for the last time at my wedding. It was a high-heeled priestess removal ceremony, but I will wear them in bed, and I might wear them in photo shoots just to bring out that energy. Anyways, it was so great connecting with you. Thank you for being my inspiration. You've made it to the end of this video, so I hope you can subscribe so we can hang out again. And yeah, I probably should have said at the beginning of the video, I'm a woman that was struggling for years, decades really, finding love, and it was really painful and heartbreaking and confusing as to why that was happening. And I'm here to help you if you're a woman, or if you are a couple, or man too, if you want to hang out, that's cool. I'm not going to kick you off my channel. I love supporting enlightened men, anybody actually, men, women, anyone in between. That's awesome, or beyond. Yeah, I'm here to spread love, and I've been through a lot, and I'm so excited to share the love and the happiness that I've kindled and worked so hard for, and now get to enjoy with you all. So thank you so much. Please post in your comments, the comments below, anything you feel guided to share, and lots of love. Namaste, namaste.